So Shenmue 3.
Okay, the worst part about the combat is that auto target system. It doesn't work. It doesn't lock on. If you're gonna have an auto target, it has to auto target and lock on. It can be flimsily lock into something and keep jittering all over the place. It's no good. The good news is you can force it to lock on a character by holding the right stick to either the left or the right. So if you want it, it's like mirror version. It's inverted. So if you want to target a character to the furthest to the right, you hold the R stick all the way to the left. If you want to target a character all the way to the left, you hold the R stick all the way to the right. So if you're left hand, while with your right hand pressing the buttons, and if you're really skilled, you can press down the left trigger with one of your fingers while implementing the other moves that need the left trigger of your right hand. And it overrides it, so you don't lose the lock on, because the key part to maintaining a wall combo on somebody when you fight a multiple opponents is you have to control the auto target system. If you don't, the auto target system will just target the next character after you knock them into the wall and you fuck up the wall. Basically, what I do is I hold the R stick to the left and right to target that character I'm currently fighting, and I hold it while I'm fighting him, and when he gets wall splat, I keep holding it and then continue the combo. Otherwise, it won't work. I don't know what the point of putting in a half-ass auto-target system, but, that's what happened. Alright, but yeah, the good news is you can fix it. And you'll see what I do in the video. I just hold the left or the right and it controls what he's doing, who he's targeting. So you can obviously link Iron Palm to Twin Blades that way. It's a buffering system. It's the same way Virtua Fighter is. So sometimes, in Virtua Fighter, when you crouch dash, the crouch dash down forward motion counts as the down motion of any move. So you have a move that starts with down then forward punch. You can do crouch dash and then hit just forward punch from there, and it buffers it. It counts for double. So that's a cool thing about the system here. And I've been trying to learn Ren. Ren's kind of complicated because there's only so much documentation in the game. They only tell you about 5 of his moves, and he has way more than that. He actually has Tiger Thigh. It's the same input as Ryo, but then he has some other moves that Ryo has, but they're not the same input as Ryo. Like he has Searing Flame. I know one time I did Searing Flame. I was like, how the hell did I do that? He just did it, and it's not the same input as Ryo's. So I'm trying to reverse engineer and figure out how he actually does some of his moves, so I can do whatever I want on command. Okay, yeah. Anyway, he's a cool character, and I was, trying to do the battle rally of him. And he does decent. I can get up to the top score, match the top score, but I can't beat the top score with him with some of the later tracks. But with Ryo, you can beat all the tracks easily. The level I'm at, I have maybe 110 value chance. At that strength level, Ryo can just level everybody and get the top score easily. With just doing Iron Palm into Pit Blow. If you just keep comboing Iron Palm into Pit Blow, or you could combo Iron Palm into Sword Kick, and he'll just level everybody really quickly. With one hit, one go around, he won't have to drop them to the floor and then wait for him to get back up. He can drop them. When he drops them, he's dead. He's stronger than pretty much everybody on the map. So that's cool. There's some cool things about the game. I've been working on doing this combo where a different wall combo than the normal ones I normally do, where you spin kick the guy when he's against the wall. Because Ryo has some spin kicks that are mid-level, Lotus Cutter and Felician Thigh. I've done it a few times, but the thing is, it's kind of tricky because when I'm doing it in a fight where they're fighting maybe five of the red snakes, so sometimes when you knock somebody against the wall, the targeting system automatically makes you target somebody behind you, or far to the left and far to the right, so it turns you away from that guy. A few times I got them bunched up enough against the wall that when I hit the one guy against the wall, I was able to combo him because he was still in the same direction as the next target that they put me on. So I was able to keep it going. And the fucked up thing is the game crashed after the part where you fight the Red Snake boss, Gaelong Kui. That guy's name's Gaelong Kui, the Red Snake boss everybody calls Mr. Muscles. But the game crashed from that loading screen when you get beat by him. And I got frustrated. I just hit reset on the game. I shouldn't have done that because that wiped out the video when I was trying to capture. So, and I've been trying over and over again to try to get them bunched up against the wall that can just keep the combo going on somebody against the wall when there's a lot of them there. But it doesn't always work out that well. The funny thing is, I was trying to target the loudmouth guy. That loudmouth guy, he always say, hey, you better go back to the dojo. There's 4 of us, dude. It's not going to go like it went before. There's 4 of us, dude. It's not going to go like it went before. That guy. He's always talking shit. And he's like, oh, this Japanese guy tried to fight us with karate. Yeah. And he's like bragging about he kicked your ass or something to the girls in the New Paradise. That guy. I always single him out. And that's the guy I nailed against the wall and fucking Lotus cutted him like 3 times while he's stuck against the wall and kept the wall splat combo going on him. So I was trying to do it again on that guy specifically. I was like singling him out. And I actually got him finally after, a million tries. I was able to combo him when he's wall splat against a barrel. But a barrel, I'll settle for a barrel. Okay, it's not exactly the wall, but he splat against it just the same. And I was able to spin kick him while he's pinned. That little bit of satisfaction keeps me playing the game. And also, so does Battle Rally. Battle Rally is great because it's like a whole nother game. And there's a lot of subtle differences between, say, Ren. Ren has a lot of moves that are enders. He has a strength and he has an ender, and you can vary out the ender to it. So you got to learn how to do it specifically and narrow it down. And Wei Zhen, she's more kick hat focused. She has a lot of moves, but most of them are like kick focused moves. Focused moves. Yeah, so she's fun. I played her a little bit, but I haven't gotten any top scores of her. I got like maybe middling scores of her. So that's cool. Yeah, that I wanted to go over the whole buffering system, the targeting system they changed. Well, targeting system you can kind of get control of. I'm saying there's a technique to get a control of it by holding down the R stick, just the left or the right. That works out, but you have to be kind of like ambidextrous because you got to be kind of nimble with your hands because it's not really comfortable to do, but it can be done. And so all people that wanted more directional inputs in their moves, they got taken out of Shenmue, since Shenmue 2 and 1. Well, you kind of get that back. You kind of have to have a directional stick involved in the moves just to keep the damn target under control. So in a way, getting what you wanted. Anyway, it's really fun. I still like it as it is because there's still a lot of moves, so you still have some agency because all the moves are like command moves. So you can single out your command moves and decide what moves you want to do. Much like the old games, but the only thing that really changes is the inputs. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty much everything I was going over except for the new moves. There's a couple new moves that you get from getting the top score in Battle Rally. Like slide slant, there's a sliding low kick, so it's pretty cool because that adds a new dimension to the game, the fight, because you can get more low attacks in and start off a combo off of it and keep the combo going with that. And Ren can do it in a combo, in a string. He does a string and he just ends it with a string. But I think I have the input wrong because I've been working on it, getting it, and I'm pretty sure it's square, circle, circle, triangle. You do it stupid fast. Yeah, I've done it enough times that that's it. But I think there's a little subtle difference to it, and you gotta like hold down triangle to get it to happen, or do it so fast before he gets anything, even start moving. You have the whole thing input. I think the speed you gotta get it done at is like kind of Sun Palma Doom speed. The only other thing is, you can see how this game is so influenced by Virtua Fighter because there's a couple moves that have the same input, but they overlap, but there's subtle differences to it, just like Virtua Fighter was. Like, lunging palm and mantis strike. Both of them have square, have the X square for the input, but the difference is for lunging strike, you tap X square, and for mantis strike, you tap X and then you hold down square, and he uses an upwards palm strike. So it's cool. It's like slightly difference. That's how Virtua Fighter was. The difference in the timing of the same input will give you two separate moves. And you can link them together also. You do like lunging strike straight into mantis strike. That's a cool thing. And so there's a lot of stuff you just notice by the game when you play it long enough. I play a lot of fighting games, so I always like to know the subtle differences of the inputs and different moves and the applications of them. And there's a cool thing about Ren is he has a move where he hulks up kind of. He gets, shows his personality kind of like he boasts and he's reveling before he punches you. Like he like flexes and leans back, and he's like invincible when you do that. So that's kind of a reversal, because he can't be hit with a punch when you do it. If you try to, when the enemies punch him, when he's doing it, he absorbs it and takes no damage, and he hits you. And the cool thing about the Battle Rally is it implemented a couple of the Blue Spiders and the boss of the Blue Spiders, Yan Lang, in the 10 area spring track. So that's cool. So that's what it was missing. It's missing like named characters in that part instead of just faceless thugs. And also another one, I think it's Languishan. I can't remember. No, it's Tauget store, Tauget track. It has the fighters from Rose Garden in it. So Chris Bellinger, Riff Tamblyn, and Anthony Perez, all three of them are in the track. So that's cool. That makes it more fun, because those guys are in it. Somebody you recognize. It's a cool character, and it's cool to see characters from Niawu in Bailu Village. So anyway, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Who's Shenmue? I love Shenmue 3. I can't wait for Shenmue 4. So, once again, now Dancing Swallow, Dancing Fist, Fan Leg Kick, which comes from the DLC, Battle Rally, Sliding Slant from Battle Rally, Tiger Fury is one of the regular ones that just cost more, and Maelstrom Strike, that's something you have to earn by trading in the items for it. It's actually good. So I'll start off with the first one. Dancing Swallow is basically a 3 spinning kick move, and a really wide arcing spinning kick, so they do a lot of damage and they have a lot of range. As opposed to the people who keep claiming the game has bad hit detection, which are completely the opposite. This move hits anybody in its path, okay, and it has a very wide arc. The only problem with it is it has a little bit of charge up, maybe a 1 or 2 second charge up time, so you need to give yourself some room so you don't get interrupted. And also, it can be interrupted in between the 3 kicks if an enemy throws a punch, so you have to be careful. The next one up is Dancing Fist. Dancing Fist, that really doesn't look like much. If you look at it in the description, it shows Ryo animating it, but when he actually does it, it's actually a good move because it causes a lot of stun, which means it's a good opener and you can follow up a lot. The next one is a fan leg kick. It's a flurry of kicks. There's a few punches and it ends up with a few spin kicks, so it's good for wall comboing somebody. One of the spin kicks will get somebody up against the wall, and if you did that fan leg kick after a wall splat, the spinning kicks would have hit somebody while they splatted up against the wall. Sliding Slant is a sliding move from the Battle Rally, and that's really good because it gets a lot of mobility. If you slide across the floor doing a sliding kick, now that can lead to cross-ups, because if you slide so far, you can slide past somebody's back, get behind them, and potentially hit them in the back. Tiger Flurry is just a series of high kicks, high roundhouse kicks, and you can use that to keep pressure on somebody to back them up against the wall, and then then deal with them when they get to the wall and cause them to get a wall splat. What's good about that? Cannon Blow is a great move to use after an evade because it's a launcher. If you hit somebody with that in a counter hit or after an evade, just launch them dead into the wall, and then you follow with Twin Blades or Lotus Cutter, or maybe one of the new moves like Fan Leg Kick or Tiger Flurry to wall combo them. There's another good one. It's called Phalian Thigh, which is basically like Lotus Cutter in the opposite direction, kicking with the opposite leg. And Maelstrom Strike is also something maybe you could use against a wall because there's a few punches and it ends in spinning kicks. So the spinning kicks would splat somebody further while they're against the wall. Yeah, it's a pretty good game. They made a little small reference to Sarah Bryant in Rose Garden. The guy who sells this, steamed buns. He said, we need some fighters that would draw a crowd. Maybe a busty blonde in tight leather. And it's obviously a Sarah reference. So it would be cool if Sarah was actually a cameo in Shenmue 4. Alright, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, so the combat is really, really, really underestimated and not explored by most people. Most people are too lazy or stupid to learn it. And go the easy route and just try to mash buttons, and then they start complaining about the input delay because the mash button moves weren't just secondary thing, and they're just given as a courtesy. It's not what the focus of the game is. The focus of the game is command moves, so learn them. Anyway, great game.
Excuse me.
Huh. Good timing, kid.
Huh?
We're not drawing big enough crowds. The stands aren't selling their stock. What I'm saying is, you know any fighters that'd draw a crowd? Like some busty blonde fighter chicks in tight leather get-ups?
No.
Wonder if any exist.
Excuse me.
Got a minute?
Huh? Get out of my space, schoolboy! Man! Jerk off! I know you're gonna step down!
Hey, you!
What's with you? I'm not in the mood for this! I know you're gonna step down! Man! Shut up! You best get out of my face!
Hey, you!
What's with you? I'm not in the mood for this! Kiss off! Man! Shut up! Don't make me hurt you, boy!
Excuse me?
Huh? Who the hell you think you are?
Hey, you!
What's with you? I'm not in the mood for this! Don't make me hurt you, boy! What? Okay, bastard!
Just a...
Yeah? I'll slap you silly, you pansy!
What you want, twit? Want me to kick your ass?
Hey, you.
What's with you? Jerk off! Kiss off!